difficulties, we're going to have to swap from Dr. Pupanya Lotaisuk to Dr. Indira Petsamon, who will be presenting our first session. Will change into the second one, which is a case report, tattooing of cornea scars by Dr. Indira Petsamon. He is a Lao doctor with treatment and prevention of blindness at Udamase Eye Unit.
Good morning, colleagues. Thank you very much, Thammasat. This is the second time to get the opportunity for me to attend this meeting. And welcome to Laos. So I would like to present the case report. It's about tattooing of cornea scar. Many or a lot of doctors to know that it's cornea scar or cornea opacity is the main of blurred vision and blind too. And can also is a cause of cosmetic problem. Cornea tattooing has been used for centuries to improve the cosmetic appearance of dry eyes that have corneal leucoma or leukorrhea. In this report, to describe the cosmetic utility of cornea tattooing for patients with dry eye who has cornea scar. And this case is a 18 years old woman was met her with a cornea scar in her right eye. I met her when I went to the mobile eye camp in Awish. For the vision, that correction vision in the right eye was light perception only, but in the left eye was normal. This case, the underdiagnosis of the cornea scar was caused by cornea ulcer and cornea opacity that occurred when she was 5 years old. Her father said. So that this case is I prepared for more 3 months. I consult with a cornea specialist from Korea. But the first time we are planning to do a PKP, but finally they advised that this case is amblyopia, could not improve her vision. So that should find a good option can do only cosmetic of cornea scar. So we aim to report on the cosmetic efficacy of cornea tattooing using India ink of resolving cornea opacities. So for the technique of methods, we topical anesthesia and we using an operating microscope. And we using for the dye we using India ink region dropper from the VDO and company. That's one is they sending me from Korea. And for the method too is that the India ink is what then injects into the scar located between the scar epithelium and the cornea stoma. And we using 31 gauge needle and with the saline like that, the saline insulin. And post-operative treatment consisted of the topical Vicamok 4 times per day and probiotic ointment given at night. And the result is we were observed during for 6 months and no complications. It look like there. This picture and photo before is like a total cornea scar. And observed during post 6 months is the dark color or is the India ink is a stain that's a cornea. Discussion is that the dye ink or India ink can be easily injected into the interspace between epithelium and stoma or intrastoma. The result in our person has been satisfactory until now. But however, this case only one case to do that, and the first time for me. So to summarize that for the patient, who do not expect vision recovery or the case amblyopia already with the cosmetic program of cornea, opacity or scar can be resolved by the cornea targeting with endearing in the space between the cornea epithelium and the stoma. So, however, this technique is the own technique, but it is useful of achieving for the good cosmetic result that the picture show that the before and after. And this case report was supported and supervised by Choi Eye Clinic from the Republic of Korea. So this case is Akha minority in the group. She stay in the countryside in the high mountain. That is the view of the her village. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Hetsimon, for your skillful application of the India tattoo ink. Does anyone from the audience today have any questions for Dr. Indara about his technique? Or any thoughts and points of discussion that you would like to share? Okay, sir, one moment.
Okay, good morning, gentlemen. Thank you very much for it's very best lesson on the Lao ophthalmology. So in some case, we have many cases of this, but all of them has some myopia on both eyes. What do you think about the band keratopathy with this case? Can you use it? Can you inject the ink to the eye or not? Because as we know, the scarring is not is like a secretion or absorption of this. The stoma is very important when we inject the ink. We will spray it on. Yes, I need to know that if they have the band keratopathy, they can use or not. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your question. And this is a good question too. And the first for this technique in the condition with the first time we should think of the we can do recovery for the vision the first time. And the case amblyopia already. So if the case we can do the PKP or we can improve the vision, I think that don't advise that to do this technique.
Thank you for your discussion. Any other panel members or delegates from the audience with thoughts or input to this discussion? Thank you. With that, as we do have time remaining before the break,